Hi, my name's Bruce. I started the Blind Man Handyman YouTube channel because I wanted to inspire and show people what they are capable of, even if they have a disability such as being visually impaired or being completely blind, such as myself. Bear with me as I'm new to this sort of how-to-this videos. I'm used to making content that shows all the struggles that I go through every day doing the things that I do, but I'm working on improving my descriptions at the tasks that I'm doing now. I hope you enjoy my content and have a great day. Hi, I'm Bruce, the Blind Man Handyman. These are the tools I use to change the brakes on this truck. Ford F-150, 2010. Okay, starting from left to right, we have a 3/8 drive ratchet, and we have a 1/2 inch drive ratchet. We have a breaker bar. We have a pry bar. We have a flat top screwdriver and files. Easy Glide. Oh, Easy Glide is silicone base for the guide pin. Some people use grease, but grease is temperature affects it. This here doesn't affect it, and it's also dielectrical compound. You can use this here stuff on electrical stuff, do all your connectors for wiring and plugs, and it's cheaper than you go to Canadian Tire, you buy like a little tube that big, and it's like $5 or $10, and this here could probably fill up 10 of them. So that's a dielectrical. This here puts the caliper pin back. This here cleans out the old grease out of where the caliper pins are. Just cleaning stuff. Some wrench and pliers for holding the caliper pins. Wire brush for getting rid of all that crusty rusty. Mechanic wire for holding stuff up. And then hammer for getting the calipers off. This is if it's easy. This is just persuader. These are the sockets we need. There's 21 and 13 millimeter. Pretty good for sockets. We have anti-seize, Loctite. Thread locker by Preventative, and penetrating fluid and brake clean. And we have a torch for heating stuff up to help out the process. Sandpaper, and then I use a torque stick. Torque stick, it vibrates so that the gun doesn't over tighten. And then I also use plumbing sandpaper. Also, the torque wrench, another important thing to know is you need a torque wrench that can go up. If you're torquing the wheel nuts, you gotta need a torque wrench that'll probably go up to 200 pounds. I use this one. This one goes up to like 120 because I didn't do the wheel nuts because I'm using a torque stick. This one goes up to like the 120. I'm not actually positive, but somewhere around there. Yeah, so, and the caliper brackets do like 80, and the caliper pins are like 25 pounds around there, but you can find all that. So that's all the stuff I use to do the brakes on this truck. And well, on the lift. I'd like to thank Napa for sending me these Fleet brake pads and rotors, front and rear, for a 2019 F-150. Great quality parts, and they design them a little bit differently. They put extra springs on the back to keep them from rubbing, and I think that's because on mine vehicle the rear brake pads wore out twice as fast as the front. So hopefully this is going to be a difference, and in 6 months I'm going to be taking it apart and looking at it. I'd really like to thank Napa for making such great quality parts. When I have any issues, if I bring it back, they exchange them. There's no problems. I've had other brake places I've gone to, parts places, and there's like, oh, I gotta talk to the manager, all that kind of stuff. Napa's that way. I'm not sure if you know this. Napa's on their, next year will be their 100-year anniversary. Napa was formed by a whole bunch of parts companies going together and deciding that they wanted to make quality parts, and that's what they've been doing. I think that they set a high goal, and that's what they've been doing. So thanks Napa for doing such a good job. Good job. The Ford F-150 2019, and I've done the back brakes on it twice already, and now it needs rotors in the rear, and the front ones we got a vibration somewhere. So I'm just going to do the brakes all the way around. So I bought the rest that Napa carries. These are Fleet. This is the front pads for Napa, and I was already peeking at it. So similar to the way the Ford ones are, they got a groove, a wide groove in them. So, and then it's got the stainless steel clips and stuff. So last time I put the Ford parts onto it. So this time I'm doing the Napa Fleet. It was only last year I did new brakes in the rear, and they're all gouged up and messed up. And then these are the rear. These are all Fleet brake pads. They're a little bit different. But in my back brakes, I have to change them to one of the front. And usually it's the other way around. Whenever I did drum brakes, I did 2 rear drum brakes to the I did 2 front brakes to one of the rear shoes. And these here are I'm not sure if these are Fleet. This is the rotors and for this truck. This is the rear ones, and they're coated. So I'm hoping with these coated ones, they're not going to rust. Usually I get a big old rust pile on the edge of these and stuff. And these are supposed to be they're even tapered so that I don't know, it's a little bit different. And then this is the Fleet rear ones. It's kind of neat. It's in this plastic holder. So, and these are supposed to be for like heavy use, like police cars and all that kind of stuff. It takes me so long to do this stuff. I want to do a job that lasts. So, I'm just gonna we'll get nowhere. So I think this is how to pop it open. I fooled around with the other one, but it looks like this is the way it gets done. It says break the seal. I broke the seal. So there, that's how she pops apart. Just like that. So these are the Fleet front rotors. And there's supposed to be extra carbon in these and stuff like that. And like more commercial heavy duty. If I'm going to be doing work like this, I just want it to last. And then I'll have to, I don't mind taking my brakes apart every year and cleaning them up, but to have to put all this stuff in new because, the rotors get all gouged up and stuff, I'm hoping this is going to stop it. So that's why I chose the Fleet Napa brake pads. So I got to put the parking brake stuff on and get the truck on the lift, and then we'll get to work on it. Going up.
Yep.
Good. Anti-seize. See that? How that popped off?
Some nice.
It makes it fell off. We didn't have to beat the roof of it.
You always gotta be careful, it wants to jump off.
Right. Drag racer. Other lug nuts, I didn't like them. They had caps on them, and man, they cut my hand open. I don't know how many times. You see how I do it with my hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was like a ridge on them, and I cut my hand open on them. I don't know how many times. Just took it off extra fast.
Yeah, you just took it off like NASCAR.
I got confused. It felt soft. Like, man, what was it to here?
Mud flap.
Well, there's a cloth thing inside a little further. That's a Julie now. Wait, nope. I'm looking for a brush. See my tie brush? I have this here for pulling all the loose dirt off.
Oh yeah.
Stop on it. It's like to get it off now.
Roger that.
It's not a tire.
Here. Rolling.
Also, when you put it on, it's just so your tires are balanced, right?
That rollaway tire.
You got tired and left? Get tired and left, did
Yeah.
yeah, jokes. Is that what they call them?
I'm gonna call that one a Bruce joke.
This is my dad's brush. He had it forever. I use a little tiny scrub brush, but you guys get really rough bristles.
I'm gonna open that door. You were just eating the dust.
Is it dusty?
Oh yeah.
That's it. I'm gonna do this side. Yeah, see, even here on the edge, look.
Yeah.
You have to get it off. Better to do it now. It's nice and dry, and who knows when I go put these on, it could be a rainy, wet day, and then it's hard to get off.
Next. Right in front of you.
A little birdie looking.
You actually straightened it out.
Look at all the mud on there. I hate when you go to a tire shop and they don't clean your rims out. If you're balancing tires, you can't balance a tire with dirt like this.
With sediment like that, yeah, throw your balance off.
Right, then you go to a big puddle and washes all the mud off.
And then it's off balance. I hear you.
I don't balance tires, but when I get my tires balanced, I bring it here and I take the tires off and I clean them, and then I'll bring it in to get it balanced. I don't trust anybody to do the work that I do. Some garages do. Just I don't know. I can't go back and check, and then I don't drive, so it's so much harder for me. So I got to check ahead, and it's only good anyway because it just makes it easier for the garage. There you go. Nice and clean now.
Here comes another one. I'm just bringing it out.
Okay. I'm gonna put the pad away. A little scrubby.
Stop for a sec. I'm gonna lift this tire up. Okay, go ahead.
Roly poly. 21 deep. It's for taking the wheels off. So if I feel I wanted to short it anyway. Then I have a 12 3/8, and I have a 13 3/8 drive, and that's pretty well all we need. Oh yeah, we need this here piece for pushing the pistons back on the calipers. Oh yeah, we need some lube. I gotta go find the lube. 1 second. The brake lube. Yeah, it's looking all chewed up.
Yeah, it's bad.
So I was gonna do these last year at the winter time, but I looked at the brakes and I seen how much pad we left, so I just left it for the winter.
Yeah.
And then I said, this summer, I am just changing it all this out because it's driving. It's always got
crazy.
It's driving me crazy, man, crazy. So I was gonna do a good brake job this spring.
Get it close up here.
What's the other one like? Yeah, I cut the front rotors. I only cut them a bit, just to take all the rust off them. They're still good. They're all good. See how they're getting all rusty? That groove. Look at that. Look at how high it is. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll check the calipers out when we take it apart.
Uneven pressure.
Yeah, something's weird there. Look how big hump it is.
Oh yeah.
You see that big ridge?
Yeah.
I didn't cut those last year. I left them at 6 feet. The front ones I cut. That's probably why they still look good. It took me like 4 hours to cut them. It takes a long time. Yeah, they're still good. Nothing to it. They were. That's why there's no rust up here on the end of anything.
Yeah.
I cut the buggers on the lathe. I didn't touch my. I just. Geez, they look freaking awesome still. No, you still feel it though on the front face. Oh, the back side, but I won't check it out. But there's something wrong somewhere with them. I don't know why it'd be warped or whatever. It's been a problem ever since we got the truck, really. Only when you like brake, you know, when you come to and you got to really push the brakes on hard. Not the anti-lock brakes come on, just that they go. Then you can feel it. It's like you got warped tire. Your tires are flat or something. All right, we'll change these bulbs and then we'll just take it all apart. Because of the new vehicles, and I want to have it neutral, and I need to flick the steering back and forth. The batteries all go dead because the lights stay on and everything stays on. So I have built the charger in, and I got it so I can do 2 batteries or 1 for when I'm working on diesels. And I have it up here. They're wound up on a spool. I have a spool. That's all dog dishes. Other people's junk is someone else's pleasure, whatever you want to call it. So now I lift it up. There we go. Then I go over my little dog dish.
Yeah. Bottom one, yeah.
Okay. So I go mark underneath it. These are clamps for fuel, but I don't do a lot of tooth stuff anymore. So. Now I'll hook my line, so I can walk underneath it. Then the battery's been charged. Oh, is the battery charging? Usually it just starts itself. Go farthest right.
Small battery, 2 amp.
Yeah, just keep it at 2 amps, man. Usually that's what it starts up at. You see the breaker bar? Yeah, I'm making all this like. Like I got all this little hurting now, so it should only take a second to do all this stuff. So I'm using an impact tool to pull them off, and I have mechanic wire here. This door here should be empty of bolts. Trying to put it on backwards, just checking. Cover the truck with. Well, good thing we didn't take that out, because that's not a 12. Yes, I bet you that's the bleeding screw. Good thing I've done that before. Take the bleeding off by accident? That's what it was too. So we don't even need that. It's all 13. Wow. And my other Ford truck was different bolts, different sizes. Usually I find if you torque these at an angle, it'll pop off. Do you have any prep irons over that drawer over there? Side covers?
They're big ones. Tin snips.
So I don't like hanging them by the wire. Some people hang this stuff by the wire, but
In case it's old and frayed or something, you're doing damage to it.
how long it takes to hang it up by a piece of wire or a tie wrap. These are pretty heavy. Pretty heavy. This is why you want to take these were all free before. This is why you want to take them off. Because they get jammed up. See, they're stuck in.
Yeah.
These pads aren't even that bad. It's just I just changed these pads last year. But I mean, you want to drive around with things that are vibrating. I didn't change the rotor. I cut the rotor, but everything was good. And then it just seemed to happen again. I don't know what it is. They're all seized up in there. I told her, I said, the back part's all cut up. You know how the pad is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dug right in.
It's jamming. That's not.
Right up. Right above you with the camera. Huh?
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
So you knock it out of my hand.
Yeah. So there's a bracket. It's kind of solid too. Where's my hammer? You see it?
Nope. The little ball peen you got there?
No, I'm looking for a real hammer.
There's right there. Right here.
Is that the one that's broken? You see another one? There should be another one. This one. Oh, no, this isn't that one.
There's a bigger one that looks like it's busted.
Yeah, busted. Yeah. I don't care about these rotors anymore, so.
This is only if you don't care about the rotors. He's going to replace the rotors, so he's
Replace
putting
them.
down like that. You usually want to just beat on the hub here part.
We're gonna penetrating fluid it. I just figured it would pop off because I anti-seized it and I thought. See the little straw there? Postman man.
We'll edit that out.
Huh?
We'll edit that out.
Crash. I'm changing it to the. That was a new can of this. This is the deep creep rate. The other stuff is Napa too. This is the sea foam. I got her in. Going in the back here.
Let's spin it.
You spin? Spin. Around the hub there. Hubba.
Where were you putting that deep creep on the back? Right where the rotor meets the hub?
Yeah, right where the rotor meets the hub. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute while we rip the other side apart. Where's 13? The back side. Mechanical wire. I'll hang up a bolt there. Boom, boom. All the bracket. I'm glad they got these bolts all different sizes. What else I gotta do? Pull the brake pads out. Easy while they're bolted on there.
Yes, sir.
Shouldn't be stuck like that, but in winter time here. That's why I do this every spring and fall. That's why I was telling you, Warren, you didn't take your brakes apart in like 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So they're sticking like that, so they're prematurely wearing out. I don't know. But I'm changing the... Let's see. See that bolt went? I got it. Put these on the bench over there because that's where the vise is. And I'm gonna juice this one up. I can find a can.
Right here.
Straw fall out?
Nope.
Oh wow.
Ready?
You want a spinner?
Yeah.
Give her. Ow! Jesus! Dropped my finger right in there. Give her.
Turn the wheel and the brace is right.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna suck my finger inside.
What's
Something
that?
happened there.
What?
Something died somewhere. Your GoPro shot off? Let's go see if this stuff works or not. We see how many racks I gave it, right? Removed. Well, I also don't like hitting it down here because then I hit the stud. And there I barely touched it that time, right?
Yeah.
Now watch out. Now I just did that one over there. Probably about the same toughness. But I put that juice on her. I goo juiced her. You there?
Yep.
May need a little longer for go juicing. Let's leave it for a few minutes. Solid, isn't it? Yeah, you can measure these, but I cut these already, so I don't know how much. You can measure
You
them.
can cut them again.
What?
You can cut them again.
Oh, yeah, you probably could cut them again.
They're pretty thick.
I don't have the proper. I use my lathe to cut it. It's a pretty labor intensive. Probably put it on there and you clamp it, and especially when they get rusty like this. Now the new rotors are coated, so then they won't get so rusty, hopefully, and I will be able to. I'll be able to cut them easier if I decide to cut them again. But I really honestly don't like cutting them because it takes. That's why it takes me so long trying to get it so they're even. Where'd the hammer go? So now we gotta take the rears off. The rears, I love now that there's no inner brake pads in the back. Oh, I love it. I hated those there. They work great like more commercial stuff, but the lighter parking brake stuff didn't seem to work very good. Okay, so what you got going on here? There's a thumb wrench you need. So on these caliper pins, sometimes they spin. So there's a little slot put on them, and if you put a little thumb wrench in here, or you can use vice grips. There's probably a tool for it. I don't know. I've never used it. I just use a wrench. Seems like they got a tool for everything. So your pins aren't round. Oopsie. The bolt is still there.
Spinning on it.
Should spin the right way. Yep, she's spinning the right way. You almost need to be like triple-handed. Remember, someone just decided that. Oh, she popped open. I do the same thing down the bottom. Sometimes I can hold them, but I could already tell that she was going to be a difficult one. So I'm getting a new dog. Yeah, Vernon's been sick for a while. He's better now that he got the heart management. He's like a brand new dog now. Didn't realize there was something wrong with him. He seemed always confused and he was in pain.
Yeah.
And now he's all fixed up, so. But he's retired. What I do is I pull on the brake pad like this. Because I put it on, and then I just push it, pull it on the side like that, and it pushes the pad back. I still got to push him back. And it hides him back there.
Penetrate?
Pry bar to get the braking pads out. These are moving better than the front ones. This was all the salt this year. Also, sure, it doesn't drive as much in the wintertime. So in the wintertime, the truck sits a bit more, so could be why we had a few times there it was really salty.
This pad is rope, buddy.
Yeah. I only put those on last year.
Roger.
Rolling. Other way. Here. This way the juice is going up over it. Been around a couple times?
It's all of them.
So I got that love lubed with the penetrating. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other side. You gotta let it sit for a couple minutes. I already did the other side. I'm not sure if you know this, 50% chance more of getting it off with you penetrating fluid. Maybe not.
Got it off. There you go.
What I'm hoping with these new Napa coated rotors, see how these are all rusty crusty? They start rusting from the edge and then they start tearing up the brake pads. You notice that your surface gets smaller and smaller? You know what I mean? Your braking surface? So because they start rusting from the edge and they work their way in and working their way in. So these new brake pads I got are higher quality and hopefully they won't do this stupid stuff. Look at the rust. Look at how much is all chewing right in. I've had places where, look how it's chewing right underneath where the brake pad is. Look, see it? It's chewing up and going way up underneath where the brake pad is. Yeah. I've had it when I tapped these and the brake pad looked good and it went way across. It was all rusty. See this edge there? Where it's puffed up? That's probably all rust underneath there. It's all puffy and you can feel it in the brake pad, right? Where it's all chewed up.
Yeah.
So it's all rusted. So that's what I thought maybe the front was doing. The same thing, and that's why it's vibrating. So I just want to change it all out.
Don't recommend throwing your rotors around unless you're going to change them.
We'll take a break after these messages. We'll be back. Okay, I'm getting down to the nuts and bolts of her. I looked at it, but I didn't really look at it. I looked at the pads and seen the pads. Look at this kit. Let's check this kit out too. The hole in that one? I pulled that apart. But let's open this kit. So we got the clips.
So that's the Napa Fleet.
This is the clips. What do you see when they got some sturdy clips? Well, these clips really don't seem nice. And that's the clips. Okay. Now remember that thing I was telling you about the back brakes were dragging and doing all kinds of silly stuff? This is the back brakes. I opened this up and this is what I like. Look at this, it's got springs to pull them out. So your brake pads, maybe you won't be dragging. I got new clips. And you know another thing I never seen before? It's got new bolts. Look at that, man. New bolts.
And they got Loctite on them.
And they got Loctite on them?
Yep. Seriously?
Sick. Now the other one, I don't know if there's another bag there. Let's look at it again. So that's the, that says Fleet on it?
Yep.
Did the other one say Fleet too?
They're all the same.
Oh, cool. So this one didn't come with new bolts. So it saves you time, saves me time as a blind dude for picking out, let me tell it there. Putting on Loctite. Nope, there's no, oh, that's where it says there, the package says Fleet, is it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Because we didn't know where it came from. I must have popped the other one in it. Cool. So that's that. Okay. So I'm sanding a bit back here, so there's no rust, so it can sit nice and flat. Well, think about how far your disc comes out, and you put a little tiny lump here. Well, then you're going to get that waviness. It's going to feel like you're just up on your brake pad. It's going to be woo 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 woo. So I take a wire brush. Got a little scrubby. blow it off there in a minute. Be careful when you wire brush. Make sure, like right now I know there's no rubber seals here or anything. But on some stuff there could be rubber seals that you could be hitting. But this is just all steel back here. Always be aware of what you're doing with a wire brush because it can cause damage just as good as fix something. Scrubby. Now we gotta do one inside here. So this is when we put the penetrating fluid on, this is where we put the penetrating fluid. That's where she was sticking here, and then the penetrating fluid went in and popped it on. Then around the studs here, just in case, and then here. More or less here and here is the most, but I do all these just in case. All this matters, every little bit of this. You get a little bump there, your rotor's not going to sit flat. That's why they give you so much time on brakes. People make money on brakes because sometimes you might take this apart and it'll be all clean. Some guys are, and there's all these little tools you can get that hit on air guns. I have a couple, but honestly, it doesn't do as good a job as doing it by your hand. And another thing also, when you're using those air tool stuff, they work so fast that then they can actually take metal down more than you want. So for how long it takes me to do it by hand, I am fine with that. Could have been also that I washed all the ACs off. I've done that before. I've been known to do that before.
And what are you using there, Bruce?
That's brake clean, but it's in a. I buy it in bulk. I buy it by the big bucket. You should never really blow this on your hand or anything like that. I was just blowing a little tiny bit because I might have to start my head, but really lightly. But you really shouldn't do that. Especially if you have any cuts or open wounds, you could be into trouble. I should look at you.
It's brand new.
Brand new second hand. I'm going to take a peek at this caliper here. It's not the caliper. I'm just testing to see if you're paying attention. My cart's back there, isn't it?
Yep, I'll bring it over.
Alright.
I'll bring it over to you.
Okay, some tools we don't need anymore. I don't need that anymore right now. We don't need a mechanic wire anymore. Just one big drawer. And we don't need no stips either. Sometimes I can push them back. I couldn't push those back.
You want the caliper?
Yeah, we gotta
Compressor?
blow this off first. So blow it all off. So see the rubbers are pushed in, so you don't want any dirt to get in behind there. Also, I need an old brake pad. Brake pad.
Okay.
On the floor down here?
Right here, take your foot towards the door. Other way.
Yeah, I seen one of those things there where it can push two pistons back. It would be nice. Mine is kind of dead. I got a pair of vice grips. I got a pair of those. If you got a pair there, I lost the spring on those this morning. Drive me crazy, that will.
You want the big pair?
No, I want only little pairs.
Here's a little smaller than the other one.
These have seen better days.
You know, on the pad.
I know, I'm just trying to wheel it back a little bit. I gotta get a new one of these. This is ridiculous.
Here, I'll hold the pad while you do that. Okay, let him go.
She's pushing them both back, isn't it?
Yep.
Cool.
Just one more than the other.
I just don't want the ram to, the pistons to get stuck. Can you hold that? If you push it in sideways, then they can get jammed. And also, that's why if you're doing some work on these, they're hanging here. It's better than hanging by doing this work hanging off the poor rubber. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to sand right here a little bit.
Where?
Right here with where the bolts go through.
What's going, yeah.
Gonna sand that after. Okay, go other side. I just popped these clips out. These are the caliper brackets. I got new clips. Sometimes some brakes, it depends on the quality you get. But, like, see, these are stuck in there. So, geez, I had this part not very long ago. This is insane. What you do? Drive somewhere and park in the rust? Wow. So you take these out. I don't have to worry about it next time because I'm gonna see some. This is crazy. Let's screw over there. Woo!
Get heavy PPE on. Sunglasses, whichever you like.
Yeah, so maybe these didn't get anti-seize like they were supposed to. So they clean them up with a little file. Now, a file really only works one way. Okay, I'm going back and forth. I'm just trying to take the shaggy stuff off, just the dirt and whatever. I'm not really trying to cut this. I'm just using this as a cleanup tool. I don't want to make this any bigger. I just want to clean what's there. And I find if I bridge both of them, then I keep everything flat. I don't have to worry about cutting it sideways. Wire brush there? No, it would be hurt. So there's little rubbers there, so be careful around them. Got my hand protecting them. That's just to take off any unwanted debris. So now we're here. Very clean. Thank you. I don't have my layout where all this stuff is. So I'm going to brake clean this. So we don't want this to get dirty. Inside here we're going to inspect these pins. They shouldn't be rusty, they shouldn't be pitted. Pins look. Look rusty or pitted?
Nope.
So what happens is when people are doing brakes, they put the brakes in and then they have to put the calipers in and they have a habit of putting them down and then hitting these rubbers and pinching them. So I'm checking to see if there's any holes in them. So I put a full of air.
Checking for suction.
Well, I'm squeezing it. It seems like they're okay. I am going to clean this one up. and make it all new. Because, see this here, it's starting to get all rusty in here. So we're going to run it on the wire brush, the wire wheel. Okay, so cleaning it up because it's starting to get dirty in there. The rust is going to start working its way in there. This is all nice and clean, so. Sometimes these pins are different, so I'm just going to deal with one at a time. Take a piece of sandpaper, go with the old piece.
You need a new grinding wheel with a brake.
I don't have one with a brake before. Never seen one with a brake. Do they have them?
Yeah. Everything got a brake now.
Everybody's always on brake, man.
Still spinning.
Good bearings. We got a great big one at work. One of the places I worked, and it's like a 12-inch wheel. The thing would spin for like a half hour or an hour. Come back later, you turn it back on again, it's still spinning. I just turn it on and turn it off again. Just let it use the weight. Okay, so that one's clean. So we're changing the lube in here too. Finding my little rubber brush for scrubbies.
In your back pocket last time I seen them.
Got it. So these little scrubbies. And that gets rid of the old grease. You don't have to be this elaborate, it's just the truck is getting older. I can't find a pin. The truck is getting older. Then I'm going to be looking at pins. The caliper's still good, so. It's working fine, it's performing fine.
You're just taking preventative measures.
See the airline there? Thank you. Oh, sugar. I threw it on the floor.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Is that big spray bottle?
Yep.
Good thing I did that. I'm trying to can't find a thing for it.
To your left of that NTCs, yeah.
So this is the silicone based stuff that is designed for this. That's that. Sure I didn't blow that out. Feel the brake clean running out of it.
I was gonna ask.
Should you blow it out? Come on. You want a little toothpaste tube roller up things?
Ever heard of it?
You never seen one?
No, I use the corner or something usually.
They have a little thing you can put it in and squeeze the tube right up.
rubber's gotta go on it. Right?
Oh yeah, I'm just lubricating. These are locked. Looks like a good amount of lube on her.
Yep.
Still popping it?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of peanut? A little more.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's peanut.
I'm going to take my little peanut and put it around the lube here. Two peanuts. Okay, is there a difference from each side? It looks like isometrical.
Yeah. No, it's just, it looks like one side's a little bit bigger in diameter than the
Okay,
other.
which one?
The one face new is a little bit bigger, it seems.
So which way does it go on there? Can you tell?
That way.
Wait, is it?
Mm.
I'll fix that in a minute. If you heat that up a little tiny bit, that'll fix it. See how it's popping out? Let's look at this one. This one rusty?
No.
So that means there's no holes in this because it would be rusty. No brush? Put that brush?
This is the one here rolled up.
You know, like just extend the life of the caliper, right? I don't know what I got in there. New lube. I don't know if the pins are rusty. I lost the pin. No, I didn't. It's in my pocket, Bruce. So if you're getting your brakes done, this is what they should be doing. You know what bugs me? I've been in some garages and they're like, oh, you can't come in the back, it's an insurance issue. Man, I don't even want you touching my vehicle if I can't come in the back. First thing. Well, I'm saying you should be able to see what you're doing. Like a surgeon, I'd like to have the, I gotta go in for surgery soon, right? Give me a video, YouTube it, or GoPro it. Doctor in there doing surgery on me, GoPro it, and then you hear him say, oops.
Yeah, we'll get that later.
It's like, Doc, what does oops mean when it comes to surgery? Oops.
Yeah,
You had me open up there and I heard it, oops. Oops.
Yeah, it's like going to Subway. I want to watch you make my sandwich. I also want to watch you put my car together.
Like, why not? I don't see anything wrong with it. And some of the customers have to calm down. Sometimes shit breaks. Your car is rusty, it's old. Calm the heck down. Sometimes accidents happen, shit happens. And sometimes it happens because your car is a shitty old piece of rust. Or it just happens because shit happens. Well, and sometimes customers get all wanky. It's like, well, could happen to me, could happen to the other fella, could happen to Bob.
It has happened to Bob.
We're gonna give her a little Jew inside. She look heavily lubed? It looks good.
It's good. Squeezing out.
Okay, again.
It's good.
Yeah, let me show you how to fix this problem. Sort of rip that off me. Name and jacket in here. You have to go on that side of me, Corey. Please. So you want to bounce out, so put a little bit heat here. So I'm going to change my angle. Don't want the rubber to get hot. And back they're going to explode. Don't. Me being blind and blonde is not a good thing. Don't want to make it too hot. Got it. Makes it a little bit thinner. So after this cools down, the air is going to contract and then it'll go. Should go right about where I want it. That's right right there.
Yep. Well, you're close to the rubber, actually.
Well, the plane's going that way, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Go ahead. Hit from bottom. Hit from bottom somewhere.
So now I gotta go get the clips.
I'll get him.
You go get the clips. I gotta get some sandpaper. That's my pocket. You got a flat file blade? So now he just takes a piece of sandpaper and then wraps it over around the file. Do my final touch-ups.
It's more than the first thing.
And don't You know what I think? The reason this stuff all messed up like this, I cleaned it up last time, but I think the anti-seize was not put on, or was put on so light that it's not even funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
That should have never stuck like that.
Anti-seize.
Like brand new second hand. Yeah, the anti-seize must have not been on it. Maybe they didn't understand what it meant.
Oh, you're tripping.
Dripping? And it fell on the floor?
On the handle of your vice there, yeah. Yeah, you just ran your hand through it. Nope, there. Just a second, listen again.
What is it?
No, second,
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm not going to no. I'm going to leave it. That's good. I know.
You're good. Yeah. Looks good. One clippy.
Well, these clips seems nice and solid.
Yeah, they're brand new.
The clips are better. Like the other clips that they used to have for these vehicles were like really, I can show them to you, they're like paper thin.
Yeah, one winter and there's nothing left of them.
These new clips are amazing. Holy cow. Over here then. Look like that. Can you look there?
Hard to judge where my hand is when I'm looking at the screen.
Oh yeah, it's like, you ever try driving with binoculars?
That's it.
Should be 4.
Oh, 4. I thought you heard to put it on.
Ever tried driving with binoculars?
No.
It's a good laugh.
I don't think so. I'll be on the friggin' I'll be on in the ditch.
We used to do that. We used to do that, me and my friends.
Not on the shoulder, but right in the ditch. Yeah, no, that's nuts.
We used to go drive down old roads.
How comfortable would you be with going in go kayaking with me on Little Port Harmon?
No problem. I've gone. Okay, now I'm using this here. Where's the other lube? I'm not using that stuff. Where's the two? The
Right underneath
Easy
the...
Glide.
Easy Glide.
So now we're using the Easy Glide here. Easy Glide. I like doing it here because if I do it on the brakes on the car, well then. This is silicone base, so it doesn't.
Repels water.
It repels water and temperature doesn't matter. Should stay about the same. Rubberiness. Might change a little bit, but not like grease. If you use grease on this, holy jeez. The only place I could see that I can buy is I went to every store. Well, I drove an apple crazy because I know that we could get this years ago. And then the previous owners had it. Now the new guy I'm crazy. He's like, yeah, we need some proper lube for doing brakes. And I'm like, oh, just use grease. You can't use grease. Use the right lube. So there we go. Now this brake caliper is ready to go on. The thing I didn't do, saying right there. Where's my little rusty sandpaper? I'll get that piece. So I have the one there for my file. They need a new piece anyway. Fall upside down so the dust don't fall in there. The reason I'm saying this is because if you don't sand this and you screw this back on, it doesn't sit in the exact same spot. Then it's going to be sitting on the rust, then it's going to sit angled. So you want to sit flat. So that's one caliper bracket done. Still
What are you doing, Bruce?
second caliper bracket. All right. That little sandpaper piece when we had rolled up and didn't do his edge here. Well, I had a Toyota Corolla van, and I had all original parts on it except for like some seals or whatever. And I had like 480,000 kilometers or something.
There's 323 on my black Mazda, 2007.
Where's the little scrubby? You know, scrubby thing?
I know what you're talking about, yeah. I just don't see it. Here.
Yeah. Just if there's any hard lube, that's why you want to do that.
Anything burnt or caked on there, yeah.
You want to have any rags in your hand when you're turning this grinder on. Especially with the wire wheel. Sucks it right out of your hand.
You learned that the hard way, didn't you?
Right? I'll wash some of it. I only need to wash it. I only need to see it on there. Here we're working on the back brakes. Getting these clips off. Yeah, we could have been, you know what, we could have been filming through the phone.
What are you doing, Bruce?
Clean all this up so the new brackets fit on it. These stainless steel brackets, so you don't clean up, the rust is all swelled up and they make your brackets and make your brakes stick. Where we live such a salty place. These were done like a year ago. Holy shoot. 7, 8 months ago. It's craziness. But I don't think it was anti-seize. It actually seems worse now than I did when I did it last year. Yeah, watch your back. Sand it up one. Gets in those places you can't get with a plow. Where's the little pieces have been?
Lost it again.
My roll is getting smaller and smaller. Worked on garage once for doing brakes. 2 weeks I quit.
My grandfather did it for 30 years.
Well, some people like doing it. It's just I had a taste of doing construction. I like that. So I like building stuff.
Same.
I love watching buildings being built. Tying steel and setting up forms and just pouring that liquid rock. Looks pretty clean. So here we're taking You can see that. Oh. I dropped it.
What are you looking for?
Sandpaper drop. I'm cleaning this up because it's the bolts sit against this. And then you go tighten it and it vibrates, then your bolts come loose. Right?
Yep.
Okay, these rotors are coated, but I still don't think I'm going to anti-seize them because I don't want them to stick. So, just going to dab it all the way around. Do a circle here. Now I've dabbed it. Now I rub it in. It doesn't have to be very thick because you don't want this running into your brake pads. I might wait a little bit more there.
If you want some more just below the rotor or stripped onto the bench.
Oh, is it really?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Stupid thing. I don't want anything more than that thing. This is the surface area where your wheel contacts on. So you don't want to be hammering your wheels off, especially when you got nice expensive aluminum rims. My rims are aluminum, that's on this. It's the last thing you want to be doing. Down here. So then, right in here, along the inside, and I have the other part anti-seized. I just want to go right here. That's where she always sticks to.
The inner lip.
Yeah. So these shouldn't rust, but the other part on my vehicle could be rusty, so let's just keep it from sticking to each other. Center part. So I did all 4 of them like this. This is done, and then with the brake clean, let me show you how to do this. I got my friend who's going to.
I'm gonna do it.
So you start from the top and work your way down. And you shouldn't really wipe it with the tissue. You just watch. You'll see all the oil will come off and just goes. Unless you got like something really needs to be scrubbed, it should just all run down. Like if you got anti-seize on them, yeah, maybe it'll need. So I'm not going to do the other side. We're going to do that after we get it on, just in case we touch it.
There's anti-seize on it.
Is there? Sometimes you
got.
got.
Gonna rub it off a little bit. Still.
Yeah, sometimes you got to give that a little scrub if you got anti-seize on it. There you go. There you're going to take that and stick it on. You clean the bolts so you can get the proper torque. In a way, it saves you time because now you can screw your bolts in really easy. Be careful about grinders and rubber gloves. You pull your hand in. That's why I got my hand up here. I don't like having it down really close. Gives me a bit of time of it. It hauls it in. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's get these ready for the table. Want to get the anti-seize there? What's the cart to? In the back?
Right there next to you. Anti-seize.
Okie dokie. Where's the drawer to this side?
On your side, yeah.
Trying to clean the side of the table up. For me, for my bolts. Look. Where's the Loctiter? In the drawer.
In the drawer, yeah.
I got it scraped up so I know which one's which.
Loctite is okay with anti-seize? It's
Yeah, works perfectly. Yeah. You can use it for years like that, and you can oil the bolts. Oopsie. You can see me putting on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all I find is that I got to put a little bit more than if I didn't have Loctite. And here in Newfoundland, you don't even need Loctite, man. Just give it 2 weeks and then it's rusted on anyway. But because I anti-seize my bolts, still some on my finger?
No.
No?
Yep.
Sounds like with 2 bolts. I can see how I can do a good job with it.
You're doing a fine job, Bruce. What are you talking about?
Sometimes it can be a little too plentiful.
Sometimes it's better not to have eyeballs to get stuff done. It was like I was putting those dust caps on the Torx screws for the caliper, and I left them off when we took tire off again. Changed that brake pad around, and I was just up feeling around for it. I was like, geez, it feels like Bruce now.
Where's my rag?
In your pocket.
Okay, so she's ready to go together now. So we need to go along and just make sure these front ones are ready with the brake clean. I don't want to brake clean my hands so that they're clean. Okay. So I just put this on here so it holds the. Now it'll stay straight and you put all your parts on. Yep. There's a ratchet. I'm going to torque them on after, but I'm just sticking them on there. So you want to take a bit of the brake clean and just move the rotor forward and back a little bit and see if I got anything on it. That's what I usually do. Move forward and back a little bit, just where I touched there. All right, there's 3 on that side. There's 3 over there.
Yep.
Can I see them? I want to make double sure. Okay. So, what you're looking for, one's going to have circles, and one's going to look like M's.
Circles on that one.
On that one?
Mm-hmm. So your pistons are pushing on it, so that stay.
Yeah, so any circles on that one?
Nope.
That's the M's, is it?
That's the inside.
Inside the circles.
Inside of the pad. That one's got circles.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have.
That's M's?
Yep.
So it's these 2. Let's see if there's anything different on them. See, look. See the other older Fords? they had a higher pad and a lower pad. So the 2010s, they were higher, so if you put an inside side, it would wear funny. These look perfectly the same, don't they?
They're identical.
Okay. Go on and get some new pads. Oh.
It's your foot drawer.
I'm okay with that. Just lets me know where I'm at. So these here are the fleet brake pads. I got these plates on, like anti-vibration plate. I'm trying to slide the one in. Yeah, I usually do the bottom corner first, like gravity helping. You know, I can slap that in there, bang on it, no problem because I got it bolted on, right? I didn't have that caliper bolted on, it'd be a mess. So look for a little groove down here. We're grooving. He's dropped in. Here we go. You know what I usually do? Where's my rag to? Little rag. Usually I take a little rag like this for this kind of stuff.
There's lots on the edge of that, so.
But I can't see now, so it messes me up. So I take a little rag and then I'll use that for stuff that I want to coat, like around these things here. Because the rag will help it move it along really good. Can you see it on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Put that down a certain way so I know right there. So this is the mistake tons of people make. This is like the most important part you're doing. See these here? If you hit these, you can damage them.
What is it?
The rubbers. Do you see rubbers?
Yeah.
You can nip them with this when you're putting it on.
Yeah.
So you got to be very careful. That's why I like to secure my caliper. Like I do. I got the caliper all secured, the rotor all secured. She's bolted in place. She's not going anywhere. There.
You're almost there.
She's going?
It's outside. It's there. Now she's almost over that faceplate and pad. There you go.
Hey, now be careful. See, look I hit that, but you could damage those rubbers so easily.
Move your hand. Yeah. Careful little rubbers.
So I'm over that rubber there. What's this sticking for?
Come down a little further.
And also you want to be careful of those dust boots. You don't want to tear them either. That's why I want to make sure they were right back. She's just like these didn't go back far enough. Okay. So the most important part is really to watch out for these rubbers. You don't want to pinch these rubbers. And you don't want to punch these rubbers up there where your pins are, because then water will get inside. Excellent.
Sorry.
There we go. Hey.
And just needed a bit of help from your buddy, weren't you?
Yeah. Sometimes being blind, I put things in a little squish. But I always get them. The ratchet should be here. Yeah, in the garage where I used to work, we used to anti-seize all the lug nut, all the studs. I was reading some article, read lately, I don't know where, but it said not to lock, I don't know something anyway, not to lock, not to anti-seize these studs, but to do. I've always done mine. I've never had an issue. So that's on, and it's ready. So we're ready to go to the other one. Okay, so we got a loop in here, so I get the little brushy. Put the little brush in there, and loop it through.
And that lube is?
That's the Easy Glide. Silicone based. Stuff that the weather doesn't matter.
Liquid Clean Flow Easy Glide Lubricant.
Same stuff you get in the package when you buy the brake stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go. So I lubed it up.
Those are the retaining clips.
There's one right clip. We have anti-seize underneath. I put that on backwards. Duh. Wearing blind or something. Okay, got a rag there. Clean one somewhat. So then our brake pads too. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Can you hold that for a second? I can do both of them. There's in here. Is that in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's in both ways?
Yep.
How come it's... Oh, it's not that one's in. There we go. Now we're playing with matches. I'm blind. I can see that. Jeez.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm the cameraman here. I got a heavy tablet, and
oh yeah, I can see.
I'm trying to make sure that you don't knock it out of my hands, and all kinds of stuff.
Okay, now this is where the tricky part. Oh, I gotta get. Where's that anti-seize? Because I want to anti-seize this caliper. There's the ears in the piston part. Just a little bit on it. Just rub it on. It keeps them from sticking.
And on the piston?
Yeah, on the piston too. Keep it off from sticking. At one time they used to, before they came out with all these spring-loaded stuff, they actually used to, yeah, silicone they used to stick to it to keep it from rattling. This blue stuff, you can buy it from Canadian Tire. This stuff there was bent up a little bit. Okay, I bent those a little bit, but they're nice to work with. You know, check here to make sure that you didn't bend them out of place. They're still. Can I see those little springs?
Yeah, I'll get them.
So these here, this might cause the premature wear that I'm seeing. This might fix it. The only thing is, I don't know if these go. You see the little holes there? Where's the holes? Way up top here?
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay, one in. That one in? How do we do it? Because now you got to keep the brake pad squeezed, because otherwise they pop out. But this might stop that premature wear. I don't think that they should be wearing twice as fast as the front.
Especially when there's never really a load in there.
No, this truck don't work. It carries groceries, and I don't eat that much. Now, the wife would beg to differ, but
You're eating every 2 hours. You talking about?
okay, one popped out.
Let's say with those in.
Yeah, if I could find the hole. Squeezed in, so that's kind of a trick. And watch it for your little rubbers. just like that. Then when these calipers in, it holds those springs. You don't have to worry about them popping anymore. That holds them in.
Does that go down? Up, yeah, you go.
Okay, see my little thumb wrench? My little ratchet.
I haven't seen your thumb wrench for a while.
In the drawer. Okay. Oh, you don't have a spring there. Okay. So I don't have the fancy dancy tool for this.
To your right.
I was just checking the exhaust for it. Jeez, snowing.
All right.
What?
All right.
Oh, I hate place ships without spring them. Well, there's a spring in them. Jeez. Here it is. I thought it was going to be like magic when I pulled it the right tool, but it was the wrong one. Does it hang off the bolt there?
Mm-hmm.
Figures. Oh, now it slipped off. Well, you sabotaged while it was gone, didn't you? I knew it.
There's the flash. Took me a few seconds to do minutes here.
Now, what you got to watch for too, on some brakes, there's a flat spot here. It's got to line up with the flat spot, but these don't have it. The older models, they're making things a little simpler actually. But it's about time, because some of this stuff was ridiculous. Sugar. Socket fell off too, didn't it?
You know it did.
Are you tightening it?
I wasn't, but I can.
Tight?
Yep.
Okay. Now we gotta be careful with your rubbers.
Always wear rubber.
Okay, so this brake's all clued up. We have an issue on the other side, which we're gonna fix. Want to look at this? Do you see any brake? Do you see anything on the rotor that we got dirty on?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give it a little spray there when you're out of the way.
See how we got our rubber piece here? You got like a herniated disc here. Looks like a hernia. Okay, Sherry, can you just press the brake and when I say stop, stop? Are you pressing it?
Now I am.
Yeah, press it. Keep going. You can press a little faster, please.
To the floor almost.
Okay, back up again then.
What was that?
She's just sucking brake fluid. Again. Okay, whoa, she's starting to. One more. Okay, a little more. Still moving?
Yeah.
Okay, one more. Stop her there.
Stop her and hold her?
No.
I just let go. Give me the blow gun there. Let's see if that'll. Maybe it's just dirt. So that rubber would get chewed up trying to push it back on if we didn't fix this. I said that rubber would get chewed up if we didn't push it back in place. Okay, now I'm going to try to push it back down again. Okay, push it once more, Sherry.
She's not coming back. Pedal's not coming back.
It's not coming back up?
No. Well, it is, I guess, but slowly.
That's okay. Nothing.
What are you doing now, Bruce?
Screwing it back in and feeling the rubber to make sure she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. Make sure she's going around the disc and not herniating like it did. Nope, it's got to come out more. not going back right. Can you press the brake again? Again? I think it would go more than that. I'm trying to figure how much it would be. Brake pads the size of my.
Oh crap.
Okay, hit the brakes one more time. Okay, maybe a little more. Okay, stop right there. Somehow there's rubber. Okay, press the brake a little more. Okay, stop right there.
Park brake maintenance mode.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's what we're in. So again, so go back. Where's that Easy Glide stuff?
You want to burn your finger? I was going to suggest it, but I thought you would have said it was going to pick up rocks and stuff easier.
Well, this should be all folded in. I didn't really want to use it, but the rubber's flipping over itself. Just gotta put a thin mat on it. Where's the rag to? Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm just gonna wipe any extras on there, but now it's even all the way around. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm not trying to hide nothing. I just gotta feel with my hand, make sure it's not doing anything silly. Now, if you look at it, it's fixed. See it? Remember hernia?
Yeah, not sticking out, evenly placed all the way around.
Yep. Well, there you go. That's how you fix a hernia.
All right.
Got too long of an extension. Was she still on?
Clear 80, yeah.
She go up to?
85.
Did I erase it?
No, it's up.
That one?
No, up.
That one?
Touch my finger.
Where?
That
This one?
Yeah.
That one there?
Yes.
Good to go?
Yep.
Guess we don't need to mess that up again. What do we get up to?
83.4.
Oh, I hit the button. Where's the button?
Right there. The first one by.
That one?
This one.
This one here. I'll get it. All this newfangled stuff. Man, I'm used to one with an arrow that points out. Ding. Oh, can I braille that?
Excuse
So
me.
this one here.
Yep.
We're done with that one.
Let me see what it says. 87.8 it says.
Do you know where the little socket is? I gave it to you. Oh, you gotta put that to 25.
13.
Oh, you changed that to 25?
Yep. goes so fast when you hold it.
Well,
25, sir.
you're not moving very much. That button there, right?
Nope.
That one.
Up. Over. Right there.
one?
Nope.
This one?
That's a screw next to that one. Yeah, that's the one there.
I don't know how come I keep messing up when I go to change sides, but no, I'll figure it out now. What do you got to?
25.3.
So it's that one there.
The one closest to the screen, yeah.
That one?
There's a screw and a button. There, that's the button.
Oh, that's
The other thing's a screw.
Oh, perfect. That helps me a lot.
Yeah. Left.
Left. So I can press that all I want. Nothing's going to happen.
25.5.
Where's the other bolt?
$25.1. Perfect. Wow. 0.1 off. That don't matter.
Yeah, the other bolt so was approximate. So you need a little bit up. See a little more precise.
25.3.
You could do it nicer. The other one I was just. It was kind of separate. Just so
25.2.
I only just used this a few times. This is like, oh shit, I did something wrong. Is it okay?
346. There's
Or did I screw it up in degrees again? You still recording?
I don't know what you got. Yeah.
You should stop that.
We're about to put the wheels on now. Got all the we're all cleaned up and torqued to spec.
Now when you're putting your wheels on, you should always at least start your lug nuts on a few threads so you don't cross them. And then impact them on. But you're just gonna slide them on. Just get them all in there. If you're using a torque wrench, I'm using a torque stick because I got in a couple of days I'm going to retorque these, so I'm just using a torque stick. But I'll tell you a little trick. I left my tires outdoors, and because these tires are nice and cold, I'm probably not going to have to. I'll check them, but they're going to be all fine because the tires are cold and they shrink. So, you know. Trying to go back and forth over here. Kind of mess up sometimes. Oh, over here. Tries to go all the way around. Being blind's kind of
There are 6 that are directly across each other.
I know, it's just me being. I didn't even know where center was. It's goofy that way. So then, just in case, I go all the way around. Because even though, because I do the cross pattern. I missed that one. What messes me up is the back was a different height. But yeah, so these are all done now. That's the brakes done. Hi, my name is Bruce. I'm an Napa gearhead. We're out for a ride in a 2019 F150. Just put Napa Fleet brake pads and rotors all the way around. We've been driving, doing some brake checks. There's no squeaks. Everything seems to be working great. Thanks, Napa. I'll let you know in 6 months when I take it apart and check it out, how things are going. Thanks for viewing. So that's how you get it done. Thanks for watching Blind Man Handyman, and now I'm a gear head, and hopefully I'll be doing more videos for Napa.